This video is designed to review with you the outcomes that would result from shifts in the aggregate supply curve. Recall that the aggregate supply line represents business output, so anything that affects a business's ability or willingness to produce would shift the aggregate supply line. The most common examples would be changes in the cost of production, resulting from changes in taxes, subsidies, regulations, wages, or resources, or from a change in productivity. Anything that adversely affects business is referred to as a negative supply shock. Negative supply shocks raise the cost of production and thereby cause businesses to produce less. Let's say in this instance there is a major increase in fuel costs. Beginning with an economy in equilibrium at the full employment level of output, a negative supply shock would be represented by a leftward shift in the aggregate supply line. Notice that this shift increases the price level while simultaneously reducing the output level. This outcome is called stagflation because it combines cost push inflation on the vertical axis with recession on the horizontal axis. This is the worst of all possible macroeconomic outcomes because there will be significant unemployment at the same time as higher prices. And as we'll see in coming units, there is really no way for the government or Federal Reserve to effectively correct this. Let's go back to our equilibrium and note what happens when there is a positive influence on business, which results in lower production costs. In this instance, let's assume there's a significant increase in worker productivity. The aggregate supply line would shift to the right. Resulting in lower price levels and higher output levels. This represents growth and would be the most desirable outcome for the economy. There would be more goods and services produced, low levels of unemployment, and price stability. Since in the real world, the aggregate demand curve tends to follow the aggregate supply curve rightward, sometimes growth is shown as a rightward shift in both. However, it does not matter if both lines shift or just the aggregate supply line shifts. It is the supply shift itself that produces the growth and the positive results.